So
everyone's been touching that cup lately. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few diseases on that infested cup of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch that within a mile.
You have to think about it, Jim, real quick. I mean, listen, the cup's been around since, 1920? There's no way there's no diseases on that because you don't know what the hockey players are doing with the cup. You don't know where they took it. Sure, you can clean it. You can put some whatever on it. But I'm just saying, it's like people think the cup's, clean just because people wash it.
Yeah.
You don't know what goes behind the scenes. And when it's the fourth most watched sport and you have Gary Bettman running the league, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some good germs on that cup. Just saying, guys.
Just weird. I mean, I don't know how, that's the only championship trophy that's been, that they just literally give it to the players to carry around during the summer, and it makes stops everywhere around the city.
Caner!
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, back to the music. It is 2:30, WNUR-FM's Rock Show with me, JKO, and my co-host, Ryan, right here. A lot more on the way. We'll take you out to some actual rock music.
We promise.
Yeah.
And if there's any requests you want or anything you want us to play, tweet at me, Ryan Hoppe Show, and I'll be sure to give it to Jim.
Yeah, give it to me. Gee, thanks. I'll take it off your hands. Yeah, I appreciate that. A lot more on the way on the Rock Show. Here is some more of good stuff. Mark Robinson, right here on WNUR. On the air, Jim and Ryan.
What's up, guys?
Right here on WNUR-FM, Evanston, Chicago. Wow. So that was a good song. First of all, that was Soderbergh, Dwayne Soderbergh, whichever way
you want to say it.
Yeah. And with the song Unfortunately.
It's one of those
good... And
speaking
speaking of unfortunately, I'm just looking at the news right now, and unfortunately, Aaron Hernandez, as we've been speaking of, has been charged with murder. Wow. That's quick and kind of crazy. I mean, I didn't even expect that.
It's the weirdest thing, Jim, because it's like...
Yeah.
You watch these guys score touchdowns, and we've all been told, what's his name said back in the day, Barkley, that you're not supposed to treat athletes like role models.
Yeah.
But this is the last guy I would ever think would have this in him. Because when you see him score touchdowns, I know it's just a very quick
I wouldn't say
blur.
last one. If you know his history, the guy's dropped to a fourth-round pick for a reason. I mean, he had a checkered history down in Florida, so I'm not shocked that something would come up with him, but to this extent, yeah.
It's just these guys have it made. Mm-hmm. Every girl wants them. They make money and they play football. They do what everybody dreams of. And when people like Aaron Hernandez waste their opportunity with messing around once it's the offseason, it's like, what are you doing? Can I have your role? Can I be as athletic as you? Can I get the girls you get? I mean, could I be in your shoes? It just infuriates me when I see people like this do things like this. It's like you have it made. You are living the American dream. What are you doing getting involved with these people?
Well, that's the part of the backstory usually. A lot of these guys come from checkered pasts and rough upbringings, so you have them always associated with bad crowds, and this is a classic example of a guy who got involved with the wrong people, that's for sure.
And breaking news, Muscle Milk has just released him because that was his main product, was Muscle Milk, and now he doesn't have any sponsors.
Wow.
This guy may never play on the football turf again. I mean, this is not good news for him. Say what you want about...
Obviously, you probably won't. I mean, the Chargers that's the least thing he has to worry about now is football. I mean, he's got a lot more to worry about at this point. So it's a crazy story, and for those of you following it, and kind of sad, too, that the depths that people fall in professional sports. You have it all one day, and next day it's all taken away.
I don't really feel bad for him though, Jim. Because I feel more bad for the guy that is now dead because Aaron Hernandez either had something to do with it allegedly, or he was there, or he knows something. There's no way that this is false. He might be found innocent because he might not have done it. But there's no way that he didn't do it. It's just a very frustrating thing for me, this whole idea of athletes putting their life away. You have it made, people. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, it's, to each of their own. I mean, everyone's got to look over themselves. Coming up now, we got a PSA for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned. Then back to the music. I have something from Slaves. Some good stuff for you right there from Elliot Sharp, Carbon, and the name was Perps of the song. So that was pretty solid, I'd have to say. What'd you think, Ryan?
I thought it was pretty good because it had a nice bit of rock, and I liked the singing too. It's like the type of music that you like sit on a beach, you know, with some girls just chilling on a beach, hanging out. You just play that from your boombox.
With hardcore metal-like sounds, right?
While you're sitting on the beach in Wilmette, hanging out with all the ladies out there, and you got your radio tuned into WNUR 89.3. You want to give the show a call. You want to request something. Hey, ladies, is there a certain type of rock song that you're like, I really need to hear on the radio right now? Well, don't worry. Call the show, 847-866-9687. Or if you're on your mobile phone, you're a bit shy, you don't like calling into radio shows for some reason, tweet at us, at Ryan Hoppe Show, and we will try to get your request on The Rock Show.
Right. You can also check us out at WNUR.org online for those of you who aren't driving or listening to us at home on the radio or in the car. There's other ways of reaching us. We've been talking about some sports news today. A lot of sports stuff going on. The whole Aaron Hernandez deal, which is quite shocking for those of you following legal drama there. Tomorrow, NBA draft. NBA draft. For those of you junkies of the NBA draft like myself, it's a big day, even though the Bulls aren't picking till number 20, but it's always a fun day with a lot of trades. It's kind of starts up the activity of the NBA off-season with trades and all kinds of different moves. So it should be an interesting night for those of you who are following it tomorrow. And there's those of you getting ready for the parade on Friday.
The Hawks, dude! Kaner! Ugh, yeah. Please. Yeah. Hold back a little bit, why don't you?
Yeah, seriously.
With your capital letter post on Facebook. We got it. The team won.
Yeah. Where were you guys in 2009 and beforehand?
That's what I'm saying. Here's the thing, Jim. Here's what I don't get. This is a team that used to get outsold by the Chicago Wolves. I used to think the Wolves were a professional team. And once Rocky Wirtz died, I'm sorry, rest in peace, but once he died, the Hawks became relevant. And I respect the diehard hockey fans who actually watched bad hockey and were there since day one. But to these fans out there who tweeted Jonathan Taves, all the hot girls, we love you. Quit trying to fit in. It's hockey.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's how it's been since they went on that run, the championship run the first time around. All these people that never heard of it or never watched it start claiming they've been around and watching it for decades when the actual broadcasts weren't even shown because they were blacked out in Chicago of all the home games. So you couldn't even follow the Hawks if you wanted to before the late around 2000s.
2007-ish.
Right.
And do you want to hear something interesting, Jim?
Shoot.
Do you know how right before the NBA Finals they have Jimmy Kimmel's NBA Game Time show? That gets 9 million viewers. Guess how many viewers Game 6 of the Cup got? 7. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel's lame special gets more viewers than your championship game. Well, sit down.
It just shows that NBA is so far and above the NHL. And, I mean, the big three here, it always will be NFL, NBA, and MLB. And there's not a chance, actually, that hockey will ever sniff that top 3 spot. So I don't care what you say, what you do. Go enjoy your parade and
have fun.
Clean up
be
after.
Safe.
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, you morons.
Yeah. Back to the music. We got some good stuff on the way. I have Rock 4 Nationwide. It's supposed to be poppy rock from Israel, so that should be interesting. Let's check them out right now with the song Honey. All right, right here on WNUR-FM, Evanston. Here, you are listening to WNUR-FM, Evanston, Chicago, 89.3 on your dial. You can also reach us at WNUR.org online. You can listen to us from any place, anywhere in the world. As long as you got internet connection, you should pick us up.
Or if you have a smartphone, just download the app TuneIn Radio and type in WNUR, and voila, there is WNUR for your listening ability. So if you're in Auckland, New Zealand, Or if you're in Baltimore, Maryland, you can listen to WNUR Northwestern Radio wherever you are on this planet.
That's right. And I know a lot of you do love listening to us and The Rock Show, hosted by me, Jim, and my co-host today, Ryan Hoppe. For the first time, we're going to bring this to you guys this all summer long. A lot of good shows, a lot of good fun stuff. So give us a call if you have anything on your mind, want to talk to us about particular song that we played, any requests,
topics, or
anything on your mind. 847-866-WNUR, 847-866-9687. It's almost 3 o'clock. We will be here till 3:30 today, a little bit shorter than usual. However, we will be playing some good stuff from the Zeta afterwards, so make sure you don't go anywhere.
And before we get to the commercial break, I just want to remind everybody that I have an online podcasting network that Jim is a part of.
That's right.
It can be found at hoppymedia.weebly.com. And what it is it's like what Opie and Anthony, Adam Carolla have, Howard Stern, where it's edgy but entertaining talk and sports shows. hoppymedia.weebly.com, home of the Ryan Hoppe Show, home of Primetime Sports with Neil Dwyer, home of Jim's show that you're listening to right now, home of Bull Zone, and the Tom Goalie Show. If you want to be a part of the network, rhoppy9@yahoo.com. There's my shameless plug, Jim.
That's if you guys like listening to us so far, you've enjoyed what you had, so you want more of it, that's the way to get it. As well as Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. right here on WNUR. Coming up next, I have some stuff from Salamander. Played them last week. Salamander, Red Ampersand, coming up right now on WNUR. Crash and burn there at the end. The Starvations with Lost at Sea. So we came up on some interesting news, haven't we?
Oh, yeah, Jim. What is it again? Because I read it and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe what the Los Angeles Lakers, the desperation they have reached as a franchise.
Yeah, they have a billboard out in L.A. With a huge logo that says Dwight Stay.
Hashtag Stay D12.
Yeah, so there's a Twitter now following.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I mean...
Have you become the Clippers of the town? I mean, what's going on?
Clippers have become the Lakers, dude. So, I mean, don't hate on my team.
I mean, it's just kind of like... Here's the deal. The guy plays with no passion. He's a crybaby. And now you're begging him to leave. If he doesn't want to play with the Lakers, Jim, he doesn't deserve to play with the purple and gold. He doesn't have the heart or the soul of a champion. He's a crybaby loser. And here's the worst part. If he was going up against Wilt, Bill Russell, Shaquille O'Neal, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, any of these all-time great centers, Dwight Howard would look like a chump. He would look like a big baby in a 6'11" body. But here's the deal, Jim. There's no good centers in the league. So Dwight Howard looks good, but trust me, he's nothing but an overrated, overpaid baby. I despise him and everything he represents. The whole Mimi personality in the NBA. Shut up, Dwight, and pick a team already.
Yeah. No, I agree with that one. I mean, you still have Kobe Bryant there, and to be begging this guy to stay if he doesn't want to be there, don't stay there. I mean, at least you save the money to pursue someone else later on. It just, he's not worth it. He's not proven to be
a winner.
Yeah.
He choked in the finals, Jim. He missed the free throws that could have helped tie the series 2-2 when the Lakers won in 5 in 2009. And here's the other problem with Dwight Howard. He reminds me of like a little kid that goes to the mall to see Santa Claus during the Christmas season, and then Santa goes to him, "Ho, ho, ho, kid, which toy do you want?" And he's like a kid that goes, "Well, I want a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360. Dwight Howard cannot make up his mind. He's not sure if he wants to have the nice young Houston Rockets toy or the older Laker toy. He's not sure which one he wants. It's like every year he has this wish list. This week, I want to get the Boston Celtic toy. This week, I want to go to the Bulls. It's like, Dwight, pick a team already. Sure, Shaq cried his way out of Orlando, but then he won 4 rings the rest of his career. Dwight, you might never win a ring when it's your team. Shut up and grow up.
Yeah.
These guys annoy me.
Oh, apparently you've noticed. Other side of town, Doc Rivers is the Clippers' new coach. So
I like
I'm
that
happy.
signing. What do you think of that, Jim?
That's an outstanding signing. They got the second best coach in the league right now.
Yes. Thank you for saying it.
Yeah, he really is, and should really do wonders for that franchise, and definitely solidify him as the best team in Los Angeles. That's for sure. So there you go on that. A lot of sports news. You guys want to talk about that? You know how to reach us. 847-866-WNUR.
Or tweet at us at Ryan Hoppe Show if you want to get involved online.
Right. You can listen to us on WNUR.org. And there's a lot of ways of reaching us. So if you want to reach us, don't be shy and come at us. Whatever is on your mind is cool with us. Give us a call. You like the music? We played the Starvations. Coming up next on the way, I have something that I've grown to like. I found this CD last week. It's Stigma Rock Unit. And the album is Treasure Path to Soul Winning. Good stuff on here. So let you guys, for those of you who haven't heard it last week, check that out. That's coming up next. But as always, this time usually means PSA time. So make sure you listen to those ever so important PSAs. They are kind of gloomy, some of them. But still important stuff for you guys to listen to and know. A lot more on the way right here on the Jim and Ryan Show on WNUR Summer Block of the Rock Show.
YOLO!
Oh, God, no. We'll pass on that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, here is the PSA.